Hi everyone, it's Paul here from Something Yummy. Thanks again for all your orders this week, and we've had a great day in the kitchen today. As you can see, it's dark behind us. It's 10 o'clock, and just finishing up for the day. As you can see, there's an empty Yummy box here because everything's nicely in the fridge for you. And God, look at my hair. I really need a haircut. It's really, really bad. Sorry, it's just the first time I've seen it for ages. So thankfully the barber's open on Saturday, so I'll be there hopefully. Anyway, so I hope you enjoy it. I've got three little clips of videos which will be light behind me and in the window when we're finished, because it's a bit late now. We did them earlier, so how to plate the dishes, or a recommendation of plating the dishes. So as always, please store all your food, like I tell you when I drop you, in the fridge, nice and safe, and get it out about half an hour before you plan to eat. And all your storage and heating instructions are in your email, which is following this video, and also they'll be in the box as well. So I'll go through that with you. So thanks very much. Again, any feedback, pictures, suggestions, always welcome, and really grateful for this. And yeah, hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Right, so this is the starter dish, and today we've got a goat's cheese cheesecake, which uses Isle of Wight Green Barn goat's cheese from their Yarmouth, and Biddlesford Farm double cream from their Guernsey cows, which gives it a real rich flavour. Got some beetroot, which I've done three ways. I've got beetroot jelly on top of the cheesecake. I've got some roasted beetroot, which has been roasted in balsamic, and a balsamic and roasted beetroot puree, which is really good. So I'm just going to show you how to build this. So you'll notice the tub's upside down. It's just so you can lift it off quite easily. So you can use a fork or a spoon, or you could literally just pick it up with your hands and put it on your plate like that. That's what I'm going to do. And then literally put the little bits of beetroot on the plate there, and then this is the beetroot puree. I'm just going to put a bit on each bit here, and then I'm just going to spread it around a little bit like that. So just get your spoon in there and put it down, and just roll it around a bit. There we go, looks all pretty. And then a few leaves. So here we've got some watercress and some lamb's lettuce. So, sorry, some pea shoots, so put as little or as much as you want. Really it's only for colour, that's all we're actually doing. And this is so simple to plate, it looks really good. Looks like you just spent £9 in a restaurant somewhere, but you're doing it in your own dining room or kitchen. So there you go, that's all you start to finish there. So that's the goat's cheese cheesecake and beetroot three ways. Hope you enjoy it. So we've got to the main course now. So I've just took the beef out of the oven. It's been in for about 16-17 minutes as per your instruction sheet. So what we've got here is it's the Isle of Wight Meat Company's. It's the beef short rib, which is sometimes called Jacob's Ladder. It's one of my favourite cuts of the meat, and it's very underused, but it's a bit of a labour of love to do this dish. So it's marinated in hoisin garlic sauce from the garlic farm hoisin sauce, and it's also got red wine in there, beef stock. And it's also cooked with mushrooms and garlic as well. The garlic's taken out, but the mushrooms are staying in there, gives it a real flavour. So that's been in for about 16 minutes. The vegetables, which have got some tender stem broccoli and some green beans, they've been in the microwave for 60 seconds. There's some butter on there, there's salt on there, so you don't need to do anything unless you want to. And the rice has got some coriander through it. Again, that's been in the microwave for 2 minutes, so it's piping hot. And if you notice, there's a little bit of lime in there, and that just gives it a little bit more, tiny bit more flavour on there. You've got some optional yummy pots here, so you've got some red chilli and some spring onion, which goes really well with it, and some more chopped coriander to go on the main course. So really simple dish to plate up. Of as much or as little as the rice as obviously you want to have. There's quite a generous portion. I'm going to serve all this because my son's going to eat this after this video, so he's very much looking forward to eating this. It's one of his favourite dishes. So here's a slow cook. Just please ensure it's piping hot now. This is really hot. It's been in for 16 minutes, and the beef's just all slow cooked there. It's just really good. So it's a bit like having a posh Chinese takeaway, really, I suppose. But there we go. So that's the beef on the mushrooms on there, and the veg. I'm literally just going to use my hands just to put it on the side there. It's not very pretty to plate, but it tastes fantastic. So these are little yummy pots. So we've got chilli and spring onion. I'm just going to put on top there, and some coriander just to finish the dish off. And that is as simple as that. So hopefully you can see that dish there. There we go. And hope you enjoy it. Thank you. Right, dessert time, or where I come from is pudding. So we've got a cherry and almond frangipane tart. This is using Godsall cherries, which are really fresh and really yummy right now. We've got some Brindlesford Farm clotted cream. Then we've got a cherry coulis here, which is basically a puree of cherries. That's got a little bit of sugar in and put them down. A little bit of an extra treat which isn't on your menu. I had some cherries left over, quite a few, so I've just put them in, I've macerated them a bit, so there's a bit of ice and sugar in there. And I've just warmed these up in the microwave for 30 seconds. It's also got some kirsch, so it's got a nice thing to it. It just adds a different variety to the dish. And in this little bag here, we've got some almond brittle, which I made today, and that's just going to go and give you a bit of crunch on your frangipane. So, plate it up. Obviously, you can do it as you wish. This is just how I'm going to do it now. So just get the tart. Now, there's two shapes of tarts out today. There's little round ones here. And there's also a slice, so you've either got a round one or a slice. So that's your main dessert there. It's been in the oven for about 3 or 4 minutes just to warm through. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, it is cooked, but it just tastes really yummy there with the pastry. So we're going to get the cherries and the kirsch. I'll just put these next to it there. I want to keep the kirsch just because I actually enjoy it. Get the clotted cream. This is Brindlesford clotted cream, and I've only really had it once or twice, and it's absolutely brilliant. If you compare it to other clotted cream, it's just so golden. It's just really good. It's really naughty as well, but you know the treat's there for you to have. There we go. Just to put that next to it. You can put it on top of it. You can do whatever you want with it. And then I've got the actual the cherry puree there, the coulis. I'm just going to put that all the way through there, so it goes nice and in. There's a bit of the coulis inside the tart as well. And then got your almond brittle there. Nice one. Let's stick that in there, give it a bit of height. And you've also got a chocolate cherry. Now I have pitted it, even though the stalk's on there, so it's safe to eat. Obviously, don't eat the stem unless you really want to, but it's just a chocolate covered cherry, just to give a bit of texture and a little bit different. And there you go. Hope you really enjoy it. It's really naughty. There's no calories in it, obviously, because it doesn't say so on the packet, but I'm sure you enjoy it, and thank you.